Hey, what's up, beautiful people? It's Coach Ricardo, and man, listen, good morning. Wherever you are in the world, I'm excited that you're joining me this morning. I have written this book, Effective Living. If you have not gotten your copy yet, you could be missing out. All right? So make sure you get your copy of Effective Living, bookstores everywhere, online. Check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. Okay? Listen, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, do me a favor, subscribe right now. Go ahead and make a note that you're going to be one of those persons that's going to follow the platform. Let me do something here. I'm excited about this talk, okay? I've declared that this is going to be the year that we're winning in every area. And so the challenge now is to get people to believe that and put in the work, okay? You got to decide, I'm going to put in the work, okay? It's not going to just happen. I've got to put in the work. And so it's all about effective living moving forward. Okay. It's all about effect. I don't want to live a life of regret. How about you? I don't want to live a life of regret. And so if you're interested in improving your life in every area, I think you should follow this platform. Subscribe to it, pull on that notification button and say, listen, I'm going to keep up with Ricardo Miller and the squad. All right. Here's the deal. On my Effective Living platform, we've been creating a community, and I've opened myself up to take on questions that people would like to see me talk about. And over the past couple of days, I've started to drop in and have, there was 12 reasons why you're going to lose your man, 12 reasons why you're going to lose your woman. And then I talked also about why so many Christian marriages are ending in divorce. So if you haven't checked out those videos yet, you got to check those out as well. Okay. Now I've been pushed to another topic. Actually, matter of fact, this weekend's going to be loaded because I'm going to drop them all. I'm not afraid to talk about them. And I'm not saying I'm right, but at the end of the day, if you're watching this, I would like to hear your opinion. Here's what I'm also going to do. This is the month of love. I'm just not going to make this love weekend or the week of love. This is the love of month, okay? This is February and all month long. As a matter of fact, all your life you should be celebrating and structuring yourself in a way where love is a significant part of it. You should love life, and you should also be in love with those that are around you. And then your significant other, you got to learn how to make sure that you are hooked up to enjoy the journey with someone amazing, incredible. Okay, so this entire month, I'm going to pop in and do different types of talks. That's just going to really center a lot around relationships. And I would like to have those of you that will step up and say, I want to pop in and we'll do some live talks. I'm going to set it up, set a link up. You ask me the question, I'll answer them. Okay, how about that? You ask me the question, I'll answer them. I'll do my best. And let me tell you something, I ain't going to lie. I ain't going to lie. No, I ain't going to lie. I'm going to tell you, even if I don't know, I'm going to say I don't know. If I'm not sure, I'm going to say I'm not sure. So I'm going to provide you what I've discovered to be 8 reasons why a woman could potentially not have a man. Okay? 8 reasons why a woman could potentially not have a man. Now, let me tell you something. I think when it's all said and done, we all should be trying to create a life we don't need a vacation from. I think all of us. So if you haven't gotten this book, do me a favor today and get it. I'll sign it and send it out to you right away. If you're ready to hear these points that I'm going to give attention to, leave a comment in the comment section. Now let's dive into the point. Listen, these are points that I've asked a number of ladies, I've asked some guys, and I've thought about what I would say, and this is what came up, okay? So I'm interested to hear what you think. I'm really, really interested in hearing what you think. So leave a comment, or as a matter of fact, go a little bit far enough to say, Ricardo, I would like to have a live conversation with you with this subject matter. And all these subjects, I would love to have a guest that wants to come on with me and say, hey, I want to talk with you, Coach Ricardo. I want to ask some questions, and I want us to bring some light, because I believe this can help someone. I believe what I'm about to share is going to help some people out. Okay? Number one, the first reason why I think it could be that a woman don't have a man is because you're difficult to get along with. Number one, you are difficult to get along with. Now, here's what I've discovered about being difficult to get along with. It is easy for me to believe that I'm okay to get along with, but what does the fruit says? You should know them by their fruits, okay? And a lot of times we're right in our own eyes. Well, I ain't changing for nobody. I know what I'm saying. As a matter of fact, we've gone as far to say, I know my truth. It's my position. Ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing. So for this person, it could be a massive turnoff because you're always right. Okay, you're always right. And it could be hurting you and you don't even know it because as far as you're concerned, everybody else has a problem, but you. You will know them by their fruits. You're difficult to get along with. That's number one. Number two, you've got major trust issues. Number two is you've got major trust issues. You have not addressed the challenges, the issues, the things, whatever you've seen. You've not addressed them. You've watched television to the point where you become addicted to watching programs that actually feeds your lack of trust. Lack of trust in men, lack of trust in people. And it shows, and when you connect with someone, it is revealed. It is often shown very easily. Hold on, before I go any further, I have to say this, okay? This is my channel. I'm going to say what I got to say. I got to say this. Yesterday, I did a video. It was the 12 reasons why you're going to lose your woman. I think it was the worst video I've ever done. I was sweating. I mean, I wasn't even nervous. But it just wasn't coming out the way that I feel like, it wasn't just coming out, man. So go ahead and check that video out and let me know what you think, okay? I was like, oh, what's going on? And it's like 30 degrees outside and I'm sweating, okay? I know my heat in my place really worked well and the fireplace was lit, but I've not been sweating over the past couple of days. What was that all about? Anyhow, I got to look into that. I want to get better with age, even with doing this. Right? So I had to just off track for a moment. But that video, the last one, yesterday evening, it wasn't even the time that I normally do my videos. And I had to got to study why that one didn't go the way you thought it would go. Okay? I want to be natural. I want to be me. Right? And so I felt as though when I wrote these out, I said, boy, there's so much you can talk about men and where they are, but I'm not a specialist in that. I'm going to focus on this. You say, now you're saying you're a specialist? No, I'm saying I'm more confident in this right here, okay? And so major trust issues. Now, here's the deal. They can be legitimate reasons. There can be legitimate reasons why you have trust issues, but you gotta deal with that. You gotta deal with that because it could be running off your good thing. It could be turning off. The good thing that is supposed to come to you ain't coming to you because you're still dealing with trust issues. You've seen something, fed something, focused on something that's just not good. And whenever you start to talk to somebody, it is revealed. Who is that? First date, who are you talking to on that phone? Who's texting you so much? Whoa, already. Hey, I know we just met yesterday, but I called you 3 times. You didn't call me back. Am I pushing it? Maybe I'm pushing it. All right. So at the end of the day, trust issues is a big one, man. I mean, off the bat, for a dude to meet a girl who actually comes off in a way that shows that she got trust issues out of the gate, that's a major turnoff. Okay. So number 3 is you have, watch this. This is a real interesting one. You have qualifications that you yourself don't qualify for. Okay. Number 3, you have qualifications you yourself don't qualify for. In other words, this is the type of man you want, but you haven't been doing that type of work to get that type of man. Hello. So you have this qualification. This is the type of man I want. This is the type of man I want. The question is, are you the type of woman that type of man would want? Are you the type of woman that type of man would want? It is easy to say, I know what I want. The question is, are you qualified for what you say you want? Are you doing the work to make sure that, listen, this type of man you said you want, you're going to be the ideal type of woman that can meet and connect with that type of man? And so it could be that you have qualifications that you yourself doesn't qualify for. I'm just saying. So if you are going to do what you got to do to make sure that the connection is a healthy one when you get to meet the person that you need to meet, that will develop this relationship that's going to be great, you got to make sure you ain't trying to become qualified for him when you meet him. Now you're trying to do what you need to do to keep him. No. You need to be who you need to be outright. So if this is what you're anticipating, you got to tell yourself, I need to be the right type of person to meet this type of person. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on me. I am going to work on me. Right? Go ahead and put that in the comment section. At the end of the day, that's really what it's all about. If you're becoming your best self every day, at the end of the day, you don't lose. You say, but my mind's been playing tricks on me. Well, you need to be working on your best self, even with your mind. Even with your mind. So I don't want to go off on a rant. I'm going to focus on my points, because here's the deal. If you want to hear what I really believe about a person working on themselves to create a life that brings everything together for them, you need to subscribe to my channel or go continue to follow all of what I've got going on. Every Mondays, we drop a blog on my website. Every Monday, free blog. It's almost like giving a chapter of the book away. And then if you haven't gotten the book, you got to say, hey, this dude is on to something. All right. And so every island, if you're from the Bahamas, that's an extra plus. You need to buy one for someone else as well. Okay? Support Ricardo Miller, Coach Ricardo. So the reality of it is, you have qualifications that you have not worked on to ensure that you have. And that could be the reason why you ain't getting that man that you think you want, because the truth is you ain't qualified for the man you think you want. Okay, that's number 3. Number four, you're trying to prove a point to your homegirls. You're trying to prove a point to your homegirls, whatever that point is. You're allowing the girls to have more say on the connection that you need to have. And the point is, you ain't going to be living with your homegirls forever if you're living with them. Or, you got to get to the point where you start to realize, I'm trying to structure my life so that it can work best for me. Okay? I'm working on me. And so, unfortunately, there are a lot of people who are still trying to please their parents, please their friends, and all of that stuff. And you got to know, hey, listen, who's for you is for you. But if you're allowing external influences to interrupt where you need to be going in relations to connecting with the right person, you could be losing out. So if you're so caught up on what your friends think, you could be single because of it. You could be single because you're so caught up on what your friends think. Number 5, you're looking for Mr. Right. Somewhere along the line, you've established what's Mr. Right. And now you've locked in on, I'm looking for Mr. Right. How do you know when Mr. Right's going to come? Who is Mr. Right? How does Mr. Right look? And so you painted this picture of the dude you want, the guy you want, the man you want to connect with. But the question is that truly Mr. Right for you, or that's something you have conjured up in your mind after watching a series of Lifetime, after watching some chick flicks? Is that what they call them? right? After you have been inundated by social media and what the perfect relationship and couples look like, and this is what I want. This is what I want, and this will be Mr. Right for me. Could it be? Listen, could it be that Mr. Right needs to be built? Could it be Mr. Right may need to be encouraged? Could it be that Mr. Right don't quite have it all together, but you could be the missing piece that just simply whisper in his ears and say, you can do anything. Woo! Come on. Yes, you met him and he hadn't done much, but because you whispered in his ears, come on, and said you can do anything, maybe you may end up having him to become a guy who ends up being, that's my Mr. Right. Okay? But initially when I met him, he may not have had it all together. I did a study and I asked a number of women, okay? I asked a number of women, okay, I got a question for you. Okay? And I want, if you're honest, ladies, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section, please. I asked them, and I said, please give me your honest answer. Every single one of them was so quick to respond. I'm going to use the term that most of them said. They said, hell no. I said, he is Mr. Right because he has it all together. Every aspect of his life is together. I'm talking about he will treat you like a lady. He will help you around the house. He makes good money. He looks really good. Okay? I'm talking about he's a professional, went to school, have his act together. Temperament, really he got good temperament. I mean, just emotionally intact, not jealous, very secure of himself. But he is 4'11" in height. Yep. I said he's 4'11" in height. And every female that I ask says, he ain't the one for me. Did you hear me just now? Every single one of them that I asked, and I've asked more than a dozen women. Okay, Ricardo, you could have asked so much more, but I asked it. I said, okay. These are solid, strong women who could have given me their opinion, and they all said instantly, boom, no. No. I just said that he had it all together. I'm talking about all together. And one girl went so far to say, he don't have it all together because he's too short. What? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, you just missed the boat. And so there are a lot of people who, I'm looking for Mr. Right, but Mr. Right may be half your height. Are you okay with that? Oh, let me say it again. Mr. Right may be half your height. Are you good with that? Valentine's is coming up. This is the dude who will bring the roses and the flowers, massage your feet, massage your back. I'm talking about take you out for dinner, treat you like a queen, take down the 6'2", 6'4", 6'8" dude. If he tries, he's a protector. He is a protector. Listen, he may be 4'11", but he was prepared to take out a 6'2", a 6'4", a 6'8", and he said, listen, that's my girl. So I think I see in the comments somebody saying, send it my way. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Thank you for saying that, man. Thank you for saying that. Okay. I think this is so cool. But I've heard this is real talk. Okay, this is real talk. So I think that's it. That could be one. Okay, you're looking for Mr. Right. Okay, so all right, number 6. Y'all ready for this? I'm enjoying this. This is so good. All right, number 6. You're looking for a father figure instead of a man. You're looking for a father figure instead of a man, someone to take care of you. That's on the list. That's on the list. You're looking for a father figure, someone to take care of you when, yeah, if he takes care of you, and yes, he's engaged and he's on point and he's doing what he needs to do. But the reality of it is, if you're just outright looking to overly lean on him, that could be a problem. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't any men out there like that, but you've just made your pickings the real small pickings, because there aren't a lot of dudes who outright, when you meet them, will be able to be that father figure, take care of you type of man. You may not meet him like that. He may eventually become that if that's what you want. But you could be missing out because you're looking for that right off the bat. You're looking for that right off the bat, and it could be hurting you when it comes to connecting with so-called Mr. Right. So if he can hold his own like your father hold his own, you dismiss him because initially you're looking right off the bat for a man who is like my father, a man who was like my dad, who holds his own, who held his own, and now I want someone to do the same for me off the bat. I'm looking for someone to take care of me. Wow. Is that real? So I'm going to dive into this, and I want to hear your opinion. I want you to dive in and give us your, go ahead and share this with someone. I'm interested in seeing in the comment section later. For some reason, the platform I'm using, the comments aren't sticking, so I can't go back and see and talk to y'all about this. So some of y'all may need to come back later and put that comment in the comment section, because the platform I'm using here on YouTube is not bringing out my comments, and I want to talk to you because I see you on the side there, and we're going to talk this out, okay? We're going to talk this out. So let's go for number 7. Okay, and I have a bonus one, just so you know. I have a bonus for you guys. All right, number 7, the man, watch this. The man who is the best for you is the man you don't want. Let me say it again. The man, this is number 7. The man who is the best for you is the man you don't want. Who? Who you think he talking to? I won't waste my time. Oh, I won't waste my time. I see y'all comments in the comment section. Listen, I need to be able to go and look at those comments afterwards, but y'all gonna have to talk with me later in the chat, because I want to come back and talk with you ladies, because I see y'all lighting up my comment section. All right, but here's what I'm realizing. There is a man that could be best for you, but there are a lot of women who saying, that's not the man I want. You will be amazed how many women fall in that category. You will be amazed how many women fall in that category. I'm talking about, this is unlike the other guy that I talk about that was just outright short. And for some reason, you don't want to talk to no short dude. I'm talking about whatever the characteristics is that he is bringing to the table and what you said you want. Somehow you have something more in mind, and the guy who can actually be all that you need him to be and really love you and won't run out on you, won't cheat on you, come on, will take care of you, ride or die. You have somehow allowed yourself to establish an idea in your head about what type of man you want. So the man that could be considered the best for you is the man you don't want. Is that real talk? Let me tell you something. I've seen that one. I've talked to some ladies. I got some really cool lady friends. And I say, listen, what about such a, oh no, I won't waste my time. What? He's a good dude. Oh, he's a good dude, not for me. Okay. I should have gone a little bit further and said, why? And a lot of times they don't even know how to answer. No, it's not that they don't know how to answer. these women, it would be that they don't want to answer because they have it made up in their head as to what it is they really want. But sometimes what they really want isn't best for them. They just know this is what they want, though. And so we're living in an age where people are like, I'm coming for what I want. I only want what I want. And no matter what, I'm going to get only what I want. Only what I want is what I'm going to get. I'm not settling. I'm not settling. Okay? I'm not settling. So the reality then is, okay, don't settle. But don't complain either. Okay? Have your standard. I respect a woman who has a standard. But I don't respect a woman who complains a lot about the fact that she don't have something when it's her standard that's keeping her back from having it. Ooh. So, number 8. Y'all ready for number 8? You still carry past relationship baggage. That's number 8. You still carry past relationship baggage. You've not done the work to make sure that whoever comes along, you're in the best state to be able to connect. So there is a lot of work that we have to do. I mean, guys have to do a lot of work. I mean, if you're a good guy, you should do the work. Okay? And for women, you should do the work as well. Now, here's the deal. There are so many little things that we have a tendency of calling great. Well, he has to be great if he's like this. She has to be great if she's like this. Well, the truth is, here's the truth. Here's the truth. It is so much more than the surface things that we see on the first or second date or the first and second time meeting. Those are not real oftentimes. That's a facade. That's just a front. And most people haven't taken the time to dive in to a deeper level of connection to ensure that before you really, really make some level of commitment that you find out, where are you? Or are you carrying a lot of baggage, a lot of issues that came from the first person who broke up with you or you broke up with for whatever reason? And they could be legitimate reasons. It could be there is some dudes that are out there that are messed up and that have messed up some incredible women. Women who are, got a lot going for them, but they have been hurt so badly by a lot of men that are just, it's just wrong. Okay, I am all against the bad practices some of my brothers, men that is, have commonly practiced around dealing with women. Okay, I get that. But what I believe, you got to make sure before you talk to some dude, you got to make sure that dude is whole. I know, and ain't gonna prey on you. You got to make sure that you're in a good state. And so I believe that if you're still carrying baggage, that's going to affect how you show up in connecting with someone else. And some people, they know how to camouflage it for a while. They know how to camouflage. Now, here's the deal. The ones who know how to camouflage it for a while will get a man, but can't keep the man. And then the ones who don't know how to camouflage it, they repel them right off the bat. What do you want? What do you want? Okay? So they come in real hard right off the bat because you know what? Let me tell you something. The last dude was a jerk, okay? And I'm just letting you know, I got my jerk radar up, okay? He was abusive. I got my radar up for abusive. Listen, he was controlling. I got my radar up for controlling. And there are some men out there like that. But even, you got to go a little bit further even and ask yourself, why am I attracting that type of man all the time? Why is that the type of dudes who always come talk to me? You know? What is it that I need to do to get to the very core so that I can be the type of person that doesn't even attract that type of man anymore? Gotta do the work. Gotta do the work. Okay? If you keep doing the same thing, you're gonna keep getting the same thing. What you think you want and what you need may be two different things. Have you done the work to identify what is it that I think I want and what is it that I really need? Ooh. That's where I'm at in my life as a guy. I'm telling you, I'm a man, and I'm telling you, I'm trying to do the work on me. And my question is, when you're dealing with you, every client of mine, everyone that's following me on this platform, I'm saying, listen, get to a point where you're not focusing on the external in any sense of the word. That's not your major focus. My mother said something to me years ago. I will never forget it. She said, be stronger than you look. Okay? Put in the work to make sure that you're just as good or even better on the inside. So if you're watching this, you got to make sure you're okay. All of the pain of the past, you got to address that stuff. And listen, what I've discovered, when people done you wrong, you got to tell them they have done you wrong. That don't mean you're a bad person. That means they're a bad person. Don't allow what they did to you to become the thing that caused you to now become a bad person because you're so hurt by what they did that you allow it to damage you at the core. And now you're so much hurt by what happened that you're now not able to attract what's good for you because of what they did to you. So here's what I am at. Here's where I'm at. I'm teaching when someone do you wrong, let that be on them, not on you. Mend your heart. The scripture says, guard your heart with all diligence. For out of it flows the issues of life. Guard your heart with all diligence. Renew your mind. When you renew your mind, you start thinking, good things are always happening to me. You start realizing that your best days are ahead of you, not behind you. You start realizing, hey, I want to be so healthy that I want to be able to tell who's a 80 and who's a 20. And I don't want to be the lady who loses an 80 for a 20. I don't want to be the lady who's attracted to a 20 but don't realize he is really a 20 and don't have the potential, don't have a chance. Everybody has the potential, but don't have a chance of becoming an 80. So initially he's good, but he's not overall good. And I believe that there are some 80s out there that's worth keeping, because I don't know if there's any 100s out there. I don't know if there's any man who has it all together. I don't know if there's any woman that has it all together. But here's what I do know. There are some 20s out there. And you want to stay away from those jokers. Okay? And I know there are some 80s out there. And let me tell you something. That person who says, you know what, I don't want to do the 4th and 11th guy. If he's an 80, as a matter of fact, sometime like that, he might be a 90. Now you're telling me you're going to cut off a 90 because the one thing that is not working in his favor is his height? Oh my goodness, you deserve to stay single. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. And now you got what you said you want. But the question is, have you dealt with the challenges that you've had in your past that has brought you to this place to ensure that whatever comes to you now, you can keep it and you can develop it to ensure that it's a healthy, developed, well-ran relationship moving forward? Because life is going to test you. Anybody you connect with, life is going to test you. And if you got baggage that you don't need to have in that relationship, it's going to bring extra weight into a relationship that has the potential of damaging it. Bringing in baggage from previous relationship and times and stuff that has not been related to this relationship has the potential of hurting this relationship. And you got to come clean. Hey, listen, I'm a person who's been hurt through a series of relationships, or had a series of issues in my life, and I'm still walking through them. I want to connect with someone who wants to walk with me through those things. There are many guys out there like that. You got to come clean off the bat. Okay? You got to come clean. And here's the deal. And you really got to do the work. And last but not least, you cannot lean on your issue as it now become your point of identity, where if you know what happened to me, and you're constantly feeding that. So you can't grow outside of that because you're holding on to the things that have happened in your life that you need to let go. So my last bonus one, guys, this is a bonus. Ricardo's giving bonuses and all. if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. This entire weekend, I'm going to be dropping videos in here talking about the real stuff. If you would like to join me on a live talk, I would challenge you to come on and let's help some folks out. Let's talk. The Bible says the truth shall set you free. Okay? The Bible said the truth will set you free. I don't know about you, but I want to be free. And I want to help some other people to be free because I think there are too many people that are not free. What's my bonus? The bonus one, which is now number 9, y'all. Okay? You have done, watch this, you have not done single well. All right? I was talking about 8 reasons why you don't have a man or potentially don't have a man. My number 9, which is a bonus, is that you have not done single well. And that is for guys who are watching this. There are some guys who have not done single well. There are a lot of women who haven't done single well. They have not taken the time to become whole. They think a relationship is going to make them whole. Oh, listen, he's going to complete me. No man is ever going to complete a woman. A man can complement a woman. No man will ever complete a woman. Oh, listen, you got to learn how to do single well. Okay? You got to learn how to communicate with good guys and not see a good guy as the potential guy instantly. You got to know that every good guy is not the right guy, but you got to be single enough and whole enough to be around a lot of good and want right rather than just good. Because good can mess you up if it's not right. It's your boy, Coach Ricardo Villa. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Share, share, share. Check me out tomorrow, same place, same time. I'll be back, guys. Which point stood out to you the most? Was there some real stuff? Or you say, nah, Ricardo, I ain't feeling none of your points. Let me know. I want to hear from you. Okay? Leave a comment, please. Bye-bye.